all across the state of Kansas, and we'd like to, you know what? We probably have a little less of an audience actually as we go about it too, because as of now, Cacia's allowed four people to come in per player. So if you are still joining us here on the World Wide Web, we really do appreciate it. Let's run down your starters for Northern Valley. Number 15 is Austin Cox. She is a freshman, and she is 5'7". Number 20, Stephanie Whitney, is a junior, and she is 5'3". Jaden Spear, the lone senior there for the Huskies, she is 5'6". Braxton Cox wears number 23. She's a freshman and stands 5'2". And the last one there is Mary Baird, a 5'7" freshman. Now flip it over to the Bobcat side. Daisy Gonzalez is a junior, and she gets the start here as a junior. Lily Payne is a freshman. Alana Strickler is a junior. Taylor Culver is a junior. And Carly Flax rounds them out. She's wearing number 30. She's the senior. She's the leading scorer so far.
Yep.
And the leading rebounder so far as well for those Lady Bobcats. And we'll see how this one starts. Aim, I'm right along with you. I think this first few minutes of this game is going to be critical to all the way around.
Yeah, so hopefully you already grabbed your popcorn so you don't have to miss any of this one getting going here.
Yeah, we want to start. Both teams don't want to get off to something fresh here as the officials drop their masks. Coach Cox over there for the Lady Huskies and Coach Albers for the Lady Bobcats. We'll see how this one starts. Braxton Cox to inbound to Austin Cox. As a 3-2 zone looks to be in play there by the Bobcats. Northern Valley trying to run a 4-out offensive scenario. Austin Cox open on the wing, but she's going to travel with this one, and it's going to be a turnover. The Lady Bobcats to take over underneath.
Huskies going with full
Austin
court
steals this one up and no good. Rebound by Strickler. That's Alana Strickler.
The full court pressure is not really something we've seen from the Huskies a lot this year. That could be something. Maybe Jody Cox has seen something on film. She thinks she can get a couple extra easy points going that way.
Yeah, they starting a man-to-man here as well. Gonzalez with the follow attempt here is no good as Cox rebounds and outlets. This one's going to be picked off by Strickler. She's going to hold up there. She did not have numbers. Flip it over to Flax as Flax sets the offense against Northern Valley. Like I said, Northern Valley in that tight man-to-man defense here. They're going to flip it into Culver. Now back to Flax. She's going to fire from the wing. Going to be no good. Gonzalez with the rebound. And now it's Mary Baird. She's got a 1-on-2 situation. See what she's going to do here. She's going to pull up. She's going to find Austin Cox open for three. This one rattles out. No good. Offensive rebound, Jaden Spear. No good as well. Rebound out of there by Strickler.
Yeah, Northern Valley's really going to have to focus on making some shots. They've been kind of cold on offense the past couple of games. They need to see the ball go in the hoop like we talked about before this one started to get a little bit of confidence. But the shots are there so far, and hopefully they can keep creating. And if they can take those shots, you'd think some of them would fall after a while.
So here's Flax trying to get it into play. Kicks it all the way to the backcourt to Strickler. Strickler raises that left hand, says we're going to run play number one here. And as she sets it, here they go. Picks the screaming around. Mary Barrett's going to step into a passing lane and pick it off. Stephanie Whitney's going to get it to her way up front, ahead of everybody, but it's going to be too far there. Mary Baird just could not control it. It'll go out of bounds. Northern Valley turning the ball over is something that they have struggled with. And hopefully we can just slow down and take a breath and just be able to handle it here.
That's right. As Fox takes the ball off the court here, seeing if she can work against Jaden Spear, who she's a pretty tenacious defender, Jaden Spears. I'd say that's probably one of the highlights of her game is that she sticks well with people and doesn't make anything easy on the ball handler.
Flax misses this one, and rebound controlled by Braxton Cox. She's going to go right to the rim. She's going to be fouled. She's going to get 2 free throws out of this one. It'll be nice to see the shooter, Braxton Cox, go to the line and get some confidence here from there. That foul will go in the books for the Bobcats. First team foul. Strickler picks up the foul, her first, team first. So Braxton's first opportunity at the free throw line. Man, that looked smooth, didn't it, Amy?
It did. It looked like she had been practicing that one this week, planning to get to the line. I think just what we've seen so far, it looks like the Huskies are planning on playing pretty aggressive and seeing if they can get some layups, and if they get hacked, maybe they can get to the line and get some free throws. So that one goes in too.
Splash there for Braxton Cox. Needed to have her pick up her scoring on that side of it for Northern Valley. She's a pretty good shooter. She just got to find some rhythm. Working around the screen with a nice pull-up jump shot. It's going to be no good.
It's going to stay here with
by Strickler, but Northern Valley hit it out as Vesteka is now into the game here for the Huskies. This ball is free, and it's going to be fought for. Braxton Cox is going to come away with it, and she's going to push. As a blocking foul will go in the books here against Payne. Payne, the freshman, is going to pick up her first foul, team second foul. That was a good opportunity for Braxton. Just kind of pushed the opportunity. It was right here in front of her. She just beat her to the line.
Yeah, and that's the kind of aggression that you need in that situation. They get kind of stuck in the backcourt of things, holding the ball too much, and it just makes things hard for them to move the ball and get those scoring opportunities. So good to see her use the space in front of her and get that blocking charge foul.
3-2 defense here by the Bobcats as Northern Valley tries to hit the middle of the lane here with Cox, but she's going to get whistled for the 3-second violation.
Yeah, and I think he was trying to be generous there and see what she could do with the ball. She just got caught and got stuck in the lane just way too long.
Flax with the long inbound to Strickler. And she'll wait for everything to set as she resets the offense. She's going to go around Whitney. Nobody can stop her. She can go all the way to the basket, but we got a push in here. I think he got it on the floor.
And that's
on
Whitney.
Whitney.
Stephanie Whitney.
So Whitney picks up her first, team first.
Strickler looks like she wants to continue to use that right hand and drive down towards the basket, something that Stephanie Whitney's going to have to take note of.
Flax trying to get it into Payne is going to be no good as well. And Northern Valley take over on the baseline. 2-0. Northern Valley leads on a pair of free throws there by Braxton Cox. As we go under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Mary Baird with a nice pull-up jump shot, just going to be long. Gonzalez with a rebound as she tracks it down in the corner. Nobody's back deep. Strickler tries to find it, but just a little late. Decides it's a good decision not to do it. And they get it to Flax. Flax is going to go to the rim. She's going to get a foul. Good play there by Flax. Carly Flax saw a path there. She just ran right at it and got the foul. Trying to get it up on the glass, but they're going to call it on the floor. The Bobcats to control underneath. Timeout by Coach Cox. We will tell this one. Looks like Northern Valley might have switched defenses here, gone into their 2-3 zone that they're normally playing. And seeing if they can handle the rebounding side and maybe just give the girls a little bit of a break here as they go to a 2-3. Flax now over to Strickler. She'll fire an open three. Splash! Wow, what a shot from Anna Strickler. Maybe that zone defense is just what she needed to get into this one.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach Jody Cox saw over there was they haven't taken an outside shot yet, but right when they switched over, they made them pay. As there's going to be a traveling call here, and it's going to be Western Plains' ball.
Austin got a little deep in there and ran out of real estate. She turned it over one more time here. Strickler now to Flax inside to Gonzalez. Tries to turn around and score, but she was smothered in there by Whitney and Cox. It's going to force a turnover.
Be nice to see Northern Valley do a kind of a drawn-up play here and see if they can execute it. They've been kind of flat on offense so far and haven't gotten many shot looks as of recently. They had a lot at the beginning, but
quickly inside here to Jaden Spear. This one's going to be no good. Tracked down in the corner by Tania Spear, but her foot was on the line. She's made her first appearance of the game. Tania is a 5'2" sophomore. Western Plains is going to be confident to kind of slow this ball game down, and Northern Valley is trying to speed them up here a little bit as they get it inside to Gonzalez. She goes up, but this is no good. Rebound controlled by Cox, and here she is pushing it the other way. Thought I had a steal there by Strickler, but no good. Offensive rebound by Jaden Spear, and I think she's fouled there by Gonzalez, and she will go to the line where Northern Valley's 100% 2 for 2 for the night.
That's right. We'll see if we can keep the trend alive.
So Gonzalez picks up her first.
The team third on the night. This one's just short off the front of the rim.
Second one is good for Spear. And I think both these teams are happy with this first couple 5 minutes of play here as the game is not out of here in the first quarter.
Yeah, probably a good foul by her because, like you said, the Huskies.
In Kansas.
Back at you, Aim. Here we go as we are under 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. All knotted up at 3. Western Plains and Northern Valley. Northern Valley's Vesteca is going to fire the long three here. No good. Rebound. It's going to stay here with Northern Valley.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where he was going to give that one to. I was kind of watching the two girls run after the ball and didn't see who stepped on the line.
I really thought they hit it at the same time. I didn't know how he was going to decide there, but a good call.
He must just like the color green this time.
Yeah, nobody's going to argue with him either way because they don't have an argument, I don't think. Cox is at the top of the key now. She thought about a deep three. Now to Vesteca and into Spear in the corner. Northern Valley trying to work it around. The key wide open is Braxton. It's going to be just short on that one. Fought for and won by Tania Spear, and Strickler still going at it. Now Strickler comes away with it up to Flax. And she will stop and hold and set the offense. Stolen here by Spear. Nobody's in front of her. She might have an open layup as she does, but this one comes off the side. No good. Followed by Mary Baird. First bucket good here for Northern Valley.
It's good to see all those green jerseys all going towards the ball there on the offensive rebound instead of sitting back and just assuming that the ball was coming back the other way.
There's a couple subs in here. Strickler's going to fire a three and knock it down.
She's not the one you want to leave open on the outside there.
Northern Valley needs to find out where Strickler is because she is a perfect 2 for 2 from deep, and I don't know if she was standing 5 foot apart on either one of those. Braxton Cox is going to try and echo that one. It's going to be no good, but it will stay here with Northern Valley as Western Plains now leads 6-5. 1:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Northern Valley trying to make something happen on an inbounds play. Back into the corner to Vesteca. Thought about it. Spear will fire the three. This one rattles all the way around.
Hit everything.
No good. Over to Mary Baird. She's going to fire this one. No good. But Vesteca with the rebound. Trying to get it up on the glass. It's fought for. The ball was fought for. It can't have 3 seconds, but I am wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they just called it on Tania for staying around after a shot or if it was on the two fighting for the ball, but I thought that was going to be a jump.
That's all right. Here we go as we work under a minute to go here. Strickler and Flax playing a two-man game out here, trying to bleed that clock.
They're not in any hurry right now. And
no, I think we had one. The coach might have called for one shot here. Wanting to take a lead into the second quarter, she is not give Northern Valley much of an opportunity.
And these are the two that you want to get in the face of, though. Flax is the leading scorer of the team.
Gonzalez going to inside is Culver, but the three-pointer up and good again for Strickler. She is hot, hot, hot as we go under 5 seconds to go in this first quarter. Spears going to fire one. It's going to be no good, and it's going to be fought for in between Culver and Spear. But I tell you what, this quarter belongs to Miss Alana.
DIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back in here to Ransom. Miss Western Plains runs a hot first quarter behind Miss Elena Strickler as she hits 3 threes to jump her team out to a 9-5 lead over into the Northern Valley Huskies. Northern Valley back into a 2-3 defense, and this three is going to be fired by Flax. No good. Baird controls the rebound. Northern Valley to try and set an offense here. Here's Spear. Open look for Cox, but she decides to go to the rim. Nice little floater, no good. Ball is tied up in Northern Valley to control it.
Not a bad move by Austin Cox going into the middle there and kind of doing a little bit of a runner. Just couldn't quite get it to go this time, but that's something that she shouldn't just give up on right now. I would go right back to it.
Turnover here by Cox again. Stolen out of there by Culver. Now to Flax to set it to the hot shooting Strickler. Left Strickler open again. This one's going to be just long, and Jaden Spear with the left hand going to go down the sideline. Inside to Spear. She turns and looks, goes skip past to Braxton Cox with a nice little dribble jumper. Going to be just long, and the ball will go over to the Bobcats as Barrett hit it out last. Game plan here for the Bobcats is find those open spots and knock them down. They leave Flax alone. This one's going to be long. Whitney with the rebound. Into the corner, Baird to fire one on the baseline. No good. Rebound Whitney, but she traveled on the way down.
Strickler's going to bring the ball up the court here, trying to make something happen for the Bobcats here. She's been the source of points tonight. I'm sure she's going to be calling for it on the outside as she does there.
They use Gonzalez there at the high post. As she turns, she'll fire this one, and good for Daisy
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. 11-5 now, Western Plains out to a lead.
And a pretty nice shot by Gonzalez in there. She hasn't really gotten many shot opportunities yet.
Foul.
And not sure who they're calling this one on right now. It's going to be Huskies ball underneath. It looks like it's on number 10, Payne.
Payne's third. Short bench over there for Coach Albers. Barry Barrett inside, no good on this one. Tied up, and it'll go over to the Bobcats.
Yeah, Huskies just need to focus down there on the block shots and see those in, because right now they're getting those shot opportunities, but they're just not falling for the Huskies as of now.
I tell you what, the strategy here for Western Plains is not a bad one. They've shot a very good percentage so far tonight. They've got a couple open shots, and they've been knocking them down. Northern Valley just needs to be able to capitalize, and here's Spear wide open out front of everybody and scores her second bucket.
Yeah, and the Bobcats are chewing up a lot of clock while doing so. So Northern Valley really needs to make good on those opportunities that they get down on their end. Flax holds the ball up top, looking for someone to go with it. She pushes it inside to Gonzalez, but it gets taken away by Whitney.
Whitney's going to go all the way to the rim, lay it up, no good. Mary Baird with the offensive rebound, no good. Whitney gets another one, and she's going to go to the line as there's going to be a foul. Something fell in there.
This is going to be on.
Who'd they give that to?
I think they gave it to Daisy Gonzalez on that one.
Daisy's second.
Team 6.
as Stephanie Whitney to the line. Shooting 2. Northern Valley 3 for 4 on the night from the line. Stephanie Whitney going to add to that one. I thought that was good.
It looked nice. It was just short.
The announcer.
You've got a lot more power than you think you do.
I do, I guess. When it comes to free throws, most definitely.
It just doesn't work the other way.
Yeah, as Tania Spear now into the game for Braxton Cox. Going to have a violation. I think he's going to get Strickler. Strickler and Spear were kind of battling over there, chicken arming it, kind of going all the way. And
yeah, and her foot
I think
just went across there.
Both of them were in there, and Huskies kind of get away with one there as Whitney gets the second opportunity here. This one is short, no good. Gonzalez with the rebound. Gonzalez has done a great job of controlling the boards tonight. I would say she's already got probably 6 rebounds on the night.
Yeah, I think you're right. She's doing a good job down there. It's Flax thinking about what she wants to go with the ball here. Goes over to Strickler. She doesn't have to think about it very much.
Open shot for Strickler doesn't go here. Spear comes away with it now to Whitney up and a nice pass.
The
nice layup
pass
is no good, and the foul's going to go against Mary Baird.
And those are the shot opportunities that I'm talking about, that they're going to be the make or break thing of a win and a loss for a team. They're getting a lot of shot opportunities. Great pass by Tania Spear there, finding Stephanie Whitney open. Just could not quite get it to go on those easy layups.
30-second timeout here by Coach Callie Albers, and we will take it with him as West Quarter.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see kind of a push from both teams now to if you're Northern Valley, get the lead back, and the Bobcats are want to extend this lead right before halftime. So I don't know. We'll expect to see if they drew something up in this halftime or the timeout break before halftime.
Yeah, Northern Valley still in that 2-3 zone. They just got to find shooters. There's Flax inside. The shot is up, no good, but offensive rebound there by Culver. She got her own offensive rebound, but a foul there by Spear. This one's going to go against Jaden Spear.
Yeah, she got caught on the wrong side of the shooter there and just bumped her a little too much. An interesting play call here.
I like it, but a wide open shot, that's all you want out of an inbounds play.
If you're Northern Valley.
4 3-pointers for Strickler.
I mean, they've got to get a hand up in her face.
Northern Valley inside to Baird. She's going to fight through it. Kick back out to Cox. She'll fire the 3. This one's going to be no good. Controlled by Vesteca. Left open. She'll fire the long jumper. No good. This one's nice play by Flax. Great play by Flax as she goes saving the ball there in the corner. My computer must have been in the way. She threw it off of Baird. It'll go over to the Bobcats. Maybe I need to re-angle that thing right there.
That'll work. I think we'll get it next time that happens.
Yeah, next time that ball's deep in that corner. Somebody find Miss Strickler because she has been hot. I think she has missed 1 3-pointer, but she's made 4 so
4 for 5
far.
from 3. I think any coach will take that.
Not too bad, I tell you what. And she thought about firing that one. Here's Flax. She will fire it. This is going to be no good. Gonzalez with the rebound.
This one's going to go off of Gonzalez. She kind of just tipped it out there and couldn't quite gather it up, so it's going to be the Huskies' ball here. Northern Valley's got to get something going on offense right now. They're in desperate need of a bucket.
Inside out, 3-pointer up. This one's going to be short, no good for Tania Spear.
As they say, it was out of bounds on that one, so it's going to be Western Plains ball.
As with 2:40 to go here, Western Plains working this zone offense here.
I'm looking to the backside.
Leaving a
wide
shooter open again, but this one is no good. As Northern Valley's going to try and score in transition with Cox. Held up here back to Vesteca. Now into the corner to Vesteca.
And a lot of people
Ball going everywhere.
It's pretty slippery right now as it goes back to the Huskies.
Man, that was crazy. I'm glad you were watching because I couldn't explain it. Tania Spear up and good! Nice shot in there by Tania Spear after all that mess. Tania Spear cleans it up, throws it up, gets a foul call, goes in, and she will go to the line to make a three-point opportunity.
And that's going to be Payne's 4th foul of the game.
Oh,
they only have
man.
6 players on the Western Plains side, so yeah, if she ends up fouling out, they're not going to have a sub.
So
the rest
Jenna
of the night.
Strickler
That
now into the game.
doesn't really give anyone else an opportunity to get in foul trouble either. And this one's good from Spear.
A little bit of hot start there for Spear as she makes the and one. Maybe that's what Northern Valley needed, a little bit of a sloppy play, just kind of go at it. I think Northern Valley needs to try and score in transition where they did there. They're back within 4 now as we go under 2 minutes to go in the half.
I'm sure Jody Cox over there is telling them, hey, if you see number 12 at the ball, get a hand in her face. Yeah, I mean, she's just being left open on the backside of this zone defense way too often, and the ball is getting over to her. As they run a swing here, trying to get Strickler open, as their coach knows she's a hot hand tonight.
So back and forth, Flax to Strickler. Flax is going to fire this one. Good! Carly Flax knocks down the Bobcats' 5th 3 in the half, and they're going to take a big lead, 17-10. This one's going to be hit out of there by Strickler. Flax to control as she'll kick it back to Strickler. And they'll reset. I tell you what, those two girls got a lot of confidence in their Strickler and Flax. They're not afraid to fire the ball, and they've hit a pretty good percentage of them so far.
Yeah, I think they're probably shooting at about 50%, if not better, as a team. And a lot of that is thanks to Strickler over there only missing 1 on her shots.
Flax to fire another 3. Good! Wow! Carly Flax now with 6 in the game and her 2 3-pointers. Northern Valley just needs to calm the storm here a little bit. The storm of the 3-point bomb here from the Bobcats.
Yeah, I think they need
timeout.
And athletically.
Coming back at you here, trying to get something to work on the inbounds play, and they do as Vesteca finds Jaden Spear in there for the bucket.
And they're going to go back to a man-to-man here.
Yeah, picking up man all the way across. Northern Valley is working under 20 seconds to go now in the half.
Which we were talking about, something they need to do, either go in man or a triangle and 2, because right now they're just getting torn up on the outside. Only 2 of the 20 points for Western Plains have not been a 3, which is kind of maybe crazy. Maybe they're shooting better than their normal percentage, but they're shooting that way tonight. And so as Northern Valley, you got to adjust to that and play and respect it.
Vesteca with her 3 is going to be no good, and that will take us to the half as Western Plains behind the 3 ball is going to take a 20-12 lead into half over Northern Valley. We'll be back at half, about ready to begin here. The Huskies start Cox, Whitney, Jaden Spear, and Mary Baird. The Western Plains ladies, Gonzalez, Payne, Strickler, Culver, and Flax to start it off.
We'll see if Jody Cox got something rolling on offenses.
A pick out here by Flax, and she's going to have an open opportunity all the way to the rim and scores. Carly Flax just making her will, pushing her defensive side, saying, you're going to give me some easy ones.
Yeah, she came out swinging right out of the gates in halftime. As Northern Valley's just got to be a lot more careful with the ball as they turn it over again there with the travel. And turnovers have just, man, we could talk about turnovers being a play for this team in every game we've done this year. And that's something that, these girls are starting to clean it up a lot more, but it's just a problem right now that it's a tough one to fix if you're a team that struggles with turnovers too. As they're going to go, looks like they had one too many people out there in green as Jaden Spear comes off the
Vesteca is now
court.
checked in, and looks like we got what we wanted, didn't we? Our triangle and 2 is now into effect as Flax is going to be matched up there by Whitney, and Strickler is going to be chased by Vesteca.
Yeah, and they're going to get Vesteca with a hip check there, and that's something that they're just going to have to be. If you go into the triangle on 2, those 2 gals on top are just going to have to move their feet on top of these shooters, especially Flax, where I think she would prefer to drive. I don't think Strickland's much of a driver, but Flax, I think,
that was a great play there by Flax to get the foul. She's going to have to push it a little bit further as Gonzalez controls, and she'll get called for the double dribble.
Yeah, good job by the Huskies there, not making anything easy on Gonzalez. And Austin Cox is going to see if she can get something rolling on the offensive side of things for Northern Valley here as the ball goes out of bounds through Vesteka's hands. It kind of just took her eyes off it there, was thinking about her next move, and the turnover woes continue for the Huskies.
Vesteka guarding Strickler way up high here. Strickler's going to drive. She's going to be cut off there by Hendrickson, who's now into the game. Rebecca Hendrickson is playing underneath with Mary Baird in that triangle. This one's stolen by Whitney, and the foul going to go against Gonzalez.
That's going to be her third.
That's her third foul.
Yeah, that one.
Tough call on that one, as she does not want to be there and in that position. Quickly, as Northern Valley's taking advantage of their bench, Tania Spear coming in for Vesteka, and I think this is more of a defensive scenario than anything else, as they're going to really push the substitutes on that triangle and 2. As Spear tries to get it into Hendrickson here without any luck.
I like what the Huskies are doing on defense coming out of halftime, but offensively, they just look flat right now, and they need to get something rolling. And this one looks like it went off the foot of
Culver. Taylor
Culver down there, yeah.
It's nice to see Rebecca Hendrickson getting some minutes here early in this one. Timeout by Coach Cox. As we were right coming out of halftime, Coach Cox switches up her defense, and it hasn't paid off yet on the offensive side, but Cox all the way to the rim, no good. Culver with the rebound, long kick out here to Flax.
They got her for the travel on that one.
She's going to be called for the travel. Thought she could have got a foul call.
I thought that's where it was going to go. Lack of communication on the Husky side of things. They were ready on the offensive end, all of them. They forgot they kind of had to get the ball over there to do anything with it.
Northern Valley's that 3-2 zone. Northern Valley just cannot get anything around the post area or around the top of the key area. Here's Spear. She's going to look at it. She'll fire it. Going to be no good. Rebounded by Cox. The second opportunity, no good. Off of Strickler, out of bounds, Northern Valley.
Yeah, they're struggling right now to find anything to go against this 3-2 defense.
Hey, that's me on the camera. Don't blame AIM. Sorry.
You just wanted to see some different angles?
No, I was just looking at something. I got a text to see if we can get it a little closer, but that's all right.
I'll see if I can get a little closer for us. It's
hard to catch it all, but
yeah, but we can get a little closer maybe. We're here as experimentalists too.
Oh yeah, is Braxton Cox, the big girl inside, gonna get a second opportunity? Good fight in there by Braxton Cox. She misses 2 of them at point blank, but good hustle there by her. She's gonna match Flax here on the end. Flax gonna have to pick it up, go up front here to Strickler, who's now guarded by Tania Spear. Nice defense here by Spears. The right hand by Strickler is going to go at her. Ball will stay here with the Bobcats.
Yeah, good defense there by Spear, though.
I like the Northern Valley's defense here.
I do, too.
They've picked up the pace here. Is what you got to do when you're down. Anticipate what they're doing here. I'm in the way again. Sorry, guys.
And Stephanie Whitney's not going to make anything easy on them down there. It's going to stay with Western Plains. And she knocks it out of bounds on the inbounds play. And they're going to get
inside. Here is Flax now. She's guarded by Whitney. Northern Valley has a lot of girls that they can throw a lot at them. It's Cox with the steal. She's going to get fouled out front by Strickler. Brilliant play there by Strickler. As she'll pick up her second, but keeps Northern Valley from an easy layup opportunity. Her second, team second. Whitney in the corner, now to Spear. Cox at the top of the key. Spins around, pulls up, jump shot. Going to be fouled by Strickler again. That's now Strickler's third foul. Now we're talking something that Strickler's better pay attention to. She cannot be in foul trouble if the Western Plains offense can stay hot.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Jody Cox told him to kind of slash in there a little more and see if she could get a couple more fouls picked up. But whether she said it or not, that's kind of what they're doing right now, and it's working. I think they're going to see a little bit more conservative play from the Bobcats as this one goes on. Kind of,
I wouldn't, yeah.
Trying not to get in too much foul trouble in this.
Tick, tick, tick the clock as Cox puts her first points on the board as Northern Valley scores from the free throw line. Northern Valley into a flat man, or the triangle and two here. They're going to let Payne dribble up here, going to go to Gonzalez. Spear almost had the steal. Now that's now she's got the spear. She got the steal. Whitney's going to go to the rim. No good. Rebound there by Strickler. Good hustle play there by her.
Strickler's going to bring the ball up the court. Try to get some separation in.
Oh, offensive foul there by Gonzalez. That's her fourth.
And that makes sense why Strickler got so open there. I think she found herself kind of surprised there was no Husky hanging right around her there. And she's going to pick up her fourth, I believe.
Yeah, that's pretty important here, as Coach Carly Albers has got to talk it over. As they got to stop fouling here. As now they have 2 with 4 with Payne. Right back in here to basketball as Northern Valley trying to make something happen here in the second half. Cox to fire the long three. This one's going to be short. Rebound by Vesteka. Now to Cox again. She'll have another opportunity at one, and she knocks it down.
Yeah, good job by Cox there, just taking her time and making the sure shot on that one. Not really forcing anything, but seeing that she was wide open and could put that one in.
Coach Cox has got an assignment here for her Northern Valley Lady Huskies. Do not let Strickler or Flax catch the ball. And they're trying to play a triangle and two here as Strickler looking for somewhere to go with it, and it's stolen there by Vesteka. And Spears going to go to the rim by herself. Now she's 1-on-5. Cox open for three. This could be what Northern Valley needs, and she just short. But Spear with the rebound. Man, that's fought for in there as Cox is going to come away with it, and Flax is going to probably pick up this foul. Northern Valley's trying to push the issue, and that's what they need to do.
And I'm not sure how many Flax has in this one.
Flax is just first.
Yep.
Into the corner to Vesteka. Now over to Whitney with a nice catch, now to Cox.
Now I'm starting to see a little bit of life in these Northern Valley Huskies right now. There's a little bit of confidence being distilled as this game itches closer and closer together, score-wise.
Northern Valley, the intensity has come up on the defensive side, and it's all because of that switch to that triangle and two. Tied ball here, so that possession arrow goes to the Bobcats. As Payne will dribble it up here.
And she's in no hurry right now. She knows her team has the lead, and she doesn't need to force a shot.
No. Double team here for Flax. She's going to be open for the jump shot. No good. Vesteka fighting for the rebound, comes to Cox. Cox is 1-on-3. She's going to pull back out, find Braxton Cox open for the three ball. Long, no good. Whitney, good save over there in the corner to Vesteka.
Yeah, good hustle by Stephanie there. Keeping the ball alive for the Huskies and living to fight another day.
Inside to Cox, takes one dribble. She's going to fire that one up, no good. Rebound Vesteka. She'll have an open opportunity, no good. We got a foul, I believe. That's going to go against Vesteka. Yeah, she deserved it.
Kind of pushed him on the backside there.
Yeah, that's who he got. Vesteka trying to fight for that rebound. That's just going to be her first.
Her second.
Oh, her second.
Team
I missed
second
one.
of the quarter, though.
Team second in that one. Western Plains up 22-15. Scoring been tough to come by here in the third quarters. We're at 20-12 coming out of half. Vesteka with a steal up front. Now a good pass over here to Whitney. Now Vesteka is everywhere right now trying to find the ball. Back to her, back to Cox. To the rim, she'll be put that one up, no good. Rebound Gonzalez.
Flax was calling for it as she was hustling down, but Strickler just didn't see her teammate down on the other end there. As they could have had an easy one, I think, if she would have had her eyes up and saw that. Flax is thinking about what to do with this.
High ball screen. Now Payne on the side.
Flax goes and gets it and tries to make something happen here.
Inside to Culver, excuse me. And out of Gonzalez.
You can tell the Huskies right now, the way they're playing is kind of flustering the Bobcats. They're not giving them as much comfort, and that's exactly what needed to happen here. But they're going to get Stephanie Whitney kind of getting a little too pushy.
She does what her coach tells her to. Be aggressive.
Yep.
And that is what Stephanie Whitney is all about.
And that's just her second foul. That'll be the team third of the half. As Tania Spear comes in for Jaden Spear to give Jaden a little bit of a breather here. As the ball gets pushed into Payne. She's
Payne's
looking for
got
somewhere
it picked
to go
up,
with it.
nowhere to go with it here.
Finds Flax.
Flax has now lost her dribble. Now to Gonzalez. And Tania Spear all over the ground, and so is Vesteka. Trying to make something happen here is Northern Valley. The ball is crazy there.
I was kind of
finally the held both, but Northern Valley will control.
The pack of Huskies came.
A pack of Huskies showed up to that one, that's for sure. That basketball was like a chunk of meat in there. They went after it as Northern Valley trying to make something happen here.
Yeah, they
over to Cox. Cox will fire the three and make it. That's what Northern Valley needed.
And that's probably what Austin Cox needed too. Seeing a three like that go in, she can be a dangerous shooter when she gets that confidence up and going.
That's right. As we go under 20 seconds to go here, now we've got a 4-point game here as Western Plains still clings to that lead, 22-18. Now 15 to go. That's inside, outside, traveled. Yep, and sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. Actually, probably do three things at once. Trying to be a dad, an announcer, and a bad referee. One of the three. So here's Northern Valley with 7 to go. Cox swing it to Whitney. And she'll go back to Vesteka. She'll fire the long three. No good. And Northern Valley closes the gap here. 22-18. Western Plains still clinging to the Tania Spear, Mary Baird, and Austin Cox here for Northern Valley. Flax, Strickler, Payne, Gonzalez, and Culver for Western Plains.
As Flax tries to run baseline there and gets a runner
Nice
to
shot
go.
by Flax. Nice play in there. That's worthy of a replay button. She goes to the baseline side, and she just pulls up right in Austin Cox's face and buries that one.
Northern Valley goes inside to Austin Cox here, and she just can't quite get that one to go as Daisy Gonzalez
Stolen
gets the rebound
by Whitney.
but throws it away. Tania Spear looks to shoot. Gets her own rebound. A good pass by Stephanie Whitney there, finding
And
Mary
Baird
Baird on the
scores.
backside. Good pass by Stephanie Whitney there, seeing Mary Baird on the backside. Good strong pass. As Payne takes the ball off the court, trying to find Flax or Strickler, it feels like. As it looks like Flax and Strickler are kind of getting a little frustrated with this triangle and two.
Northern Valley does a good job of being able to push it here. Spears going to have a steal, and Northern Valley's on a 3-on-1 situation. Here's Vesteka. Going to be fouled by Flax. Smart play by her. She's done it a couple times here tonight.
Absolutely.
When there hasn't been something in front of her and she's in a bad situation, she goes ahead and fouls and really saves a bucket probably from Northern Valley because they were still on a 3-on-1 situation.
Yeah, and that's only Flax's second. She's about the only person on that team that's not in foul trouble right now, I think. Not quite the only person, but there's a lot of people with not very many fouls to give, but she knew that she had one and made the smart play there, like you said.
Braxton Cox open in the corner for three. This one's going to be just long. Rebound controlled by Gonzalez. Strickler's got their hands on the ball now and trying to bring it up and set it for the Bobcats.
And the coaches are
Between
shouting
the
at
legs
them to
dribble
slow it
here.
down over there as they know they're up by 4 and just trying to calm their team down.
Spear with another steal out here. Tania Spear up to the rim. Just long on that attempt.
And she picks up the easy foul there, kind of.
Gonzalez hustling back, getting another rebound. The Spear, it's going to go against Braxton Cox, isn't it? Yeah, Braxton's
yeah.
first.
I thought Tania picked that one up, but they got Braxton.
Could have got either one of them. Team's fourth
They're
foul.
kinda right there.
Yeah.
Braxton's first of the game.
As Western Plains is just dribbling here at half court, more than willing to just let the clock click off here as we're right at about 6 minutes to go in this one.
Tania needs to run up there and put some pressure on her.
As we just sit here and dribble, not a lot I can say about it. Is Payne now to Gonzalez. She'll fire it away, and good! Big shot by Tacey Gonzalez.
That's what Tania Spear wasn't going up to the ball carrier for. But you got to rely on your teammates a little more on that one and maybe get some help defense.
So Spear picks up the foul. Her first, team fifth, and Daisy Gonzalez going to go back here for the three-point play. And this one's going to be long.
And we're going to get a shot they're saying is not going to hit the cylinder there, so it's just going to go towards the Huskies.
Northern Valley in their first game here that they can say they're in here in this fourth quarter. See what happens here as the fourth quarter gets clicking along. See what happens here as the Bobcats 3-2 defense here. Cox is going to go to the rim.
And it's going to get tipped on the way up there by Culver. And it's going to stay with the Huskies.
Cox is fast enough she can get in there. She just needs to slow down a little bit, and I still think she can get there. Long one out here to Braxton Cox as she controls this one. Cox with a little pull-up jump shot. She's going to be fouled. She'll go to the line for two. Who'd they get? Did they get Payne? I think they got Payne.
Yeah, and she's going to be done in this one. That's going to be her fifth foul.
I think Lily Payne's going to end the game here tonight with that fifth foul. She was running the point there where the Northern Valley's in the two triangle and two. Substitution in here is Jenna Strickler for the Bobcats as the bench is now empty with 5:32 to go.
And now is when you don't want Gonzalez picking up another foul if you're the Bobcats. But if you're the Huskies, you take it right at her.
Yeah, it's tough, and some of these smaller schools out here just don't have quite the amount of participants to really get a lot of participation and practice. I got to talk to Coach Albers about that, and I know Coach Cox battles that too. She's got 9 on hers as they battle that one as Cox misses her second one.
And just kind of an unnecessary foul there by Jaden Spears.
She's going to go to the line. You're going to put Strickler to the line.
Nope, we got one more to give after this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
we were looking at the
wrong
home side there.
I was looking at the wrong side.
But after this, now you're just not. And the intensity of their defense, I think they have the ability right now to keep Western Plains off the board too. The next 5.5 minutes are going to say a lot about both of these teams.
Ball's up here to Flax.
And Shaylee Vesteca's on her right now.
Inside to Gonzalez, who's
It looks
working
like
on
they
Baird.
go straight man-to-man out of the break, the Huskies did, which is something that we were kind of discussing there.
As the man help's got to come because that's what they wanted. They wanted Flax to get it, and she did. She took it all the way to the rim.
The Huskies get kind of lucky there as they gave up the offensive rebound to Flax, and that's one that she doesn't miss very often, but found herself just too far under the basket there, and it kind of dinks down and goes out of bounds on the Bobcats.
Here's Whitney. Into Baird in the short corner. Now Vesteca is going to try and set the offense here now to Cox. And back to Whitney. She'll fire the long jump shot. No good. Green's going to be out of bounds. It'll be over to the Bobcats.
And this straight man, full court
Straight man, full court denial here as this ball's going to be batted out of there by Whitney.
Like I said, she doesn't make anything easy on her opponent, does she?
No, she does not. Full out denial here by the Huskies. 5-second call is here and try and
She's the
score.
one throwing it in, though.
Well, they got it to her then. See, here we go. We went long. We went long, and it's going to be too long.
Yeah.
Like I said, I thought we'd go for a Hail Mary strategy. Isn't that exactly what I said?
I don't know if they knew they were going for a Hail Mary strategy, though.
But the ball comes all the way back because it was not touched. Northern Valley to inbound underneath.
Yeah.
Vesteca.
Yeah, I would expect a lot more screens from the Bobcats right now, trying to get their shooters open.
Vesteca's three is long, controlled by Strickler. Into the corner, nobody's on Flax. She goes to the rim and is going to be fouled.
Not the shooter that you want to leave open down there on this side. She's trying to fight baseline every time.
Great pass by Strickler. She finds nobody was on Flax. Spear picks up her third, Jaden Spear. And Flax needs to knock these down here in the fourth quarter to help her Lady Bobcats. This one, I don't know how it rolls out, but it did.
Yeah.
Second attempt is good for Flax.
Huskies waste no time getting up the court here, trying to make something happen. Braxton Cox looks to the middle. She's going to get fouled by
That's going to be a
Gonzalez.
big time. That's going to be big time.
Is that her fifth?
That is Gonzalez's fifth foul.
Man, that
is something we don't want to see.
That is not the player that you want out if you're the Bobcats. And now, unfortunately, they don't have someone else to come into the game right now.
So they don't. They're going to have to play with 4 from here on out. As Gonzalez played a heck of a game. I know that she just finishes with a couple here in the scoring column. She scored 4.
If we kept track of rebounds, though,
I would love to see her
we would have ran
rebound.
out of room on our stat sheet.
I would have loved to seen her rebounding and hustle play, and she played great at the top of the key with those passes inside. A big key to the Western Plains and Bobcats team here as Gonzalez goes to the bench as Cox hits her second of 2 free throws. Northern Valley playing with the man advantage on the power play. We'll get the hockey reference in here. And still to the rim goes Strickler, up and in. It don't matter how many players she's got to go against. She's going to score.
Yeah, if we're going hockey references, there in the power play, you expect Northern Valley to be able to take advantage of that and double team one of these hot shooters on.
Get the offensive rebounds, yes. And this one's controlled in there by Culver.
She's going to take the ball off the court. And
Cox is going to pull it from her. Pick it up now to Vesteca from the key. Elbow jumper, no good. Rebound saved in there. Tied up with Vesteca and Culver. Northern Valley to control underneath. 3:30 to go. 29-21. Northern Valley needs to happen. It needs to happen now for them.
Yeah, they can't waste any time getting back into this one. 8 points isn't much, but you got to make the shots. So,
pull-up jumper there by Cox. No good.
And we got another
Whitney
jump
pulls
ball.
it out of there, but they call it jump.
Why not stop by at Almena or Norton's locations and visit them online at equitybank.com to let them show you why equity means more.
3:21 to go in this tight one here as Northern Valley and Western Plains are in a good dogfight here. Strickler working on Whitney.
Yeah, and Western Plains knows their situation right now. They know they're
Whitney
down one
knocks
player.
it away. It's going to stay here with the Bobcats.
They know they're down one player, and they know they have the lead. So you know, even though they're down one player, we know that we're going to see the intensity on their side still. And they're going to come out giving their best right now. They still have their 2 main scorers on this one.
Here's Culver looking for somewhere to go with it. She's run out of space as Cox is going to pull it away from her. And here's Vesteca up front to Baird, but it's picked off by Strickler. Good play by her.
And she's going to travel right there. And that was an easy call for the referee, and she knew right when she took that extra step.
Her hustle, though, saved the bucket because Northern Valley's Mary Baird was streaking and wide open.
Yeah, if they could have got the pass just a little bit higher. They'll get another opportunity to put some points on the board here as they need to waste no time getting some points on the board here. As Austin Cox tries to make something happen. He
drops in a
big
three
there
by Austin.
Makes it only a 5-point game now, 29-24.
Ball going to be thrown in here, stolen by Braxton, but she couldn't quite control it.
Good
Stays
denial
here.
defense by her, though.
Yeah, the Bobcats will get to keep it.
I mean, if you're the Huskies and if you have the extra person advantage, is they're going to take one person, just put them back by the basket. No cherry picking on this one.
Ball's going to be thrown up. Culver will control it. Now to Flax. Flax more than willing to sit here and dribble this one out.
You can't give them any space if you're the Huskies. You got to be on the ball carrier the whole time getting that count.
Culver back to Flax. Flax trying to find somewhere to go with it. It's Spears all over.
And they're going to get Jaden Spear for her 4th foul right there.
Fourth foul for her as the rotation's going to come in here as Vesteca back to the floor.
And we're going to have a one-on-one situation. So Flax is going to get to see if she can extend this lead for the Bobcats.
She needs to hit these she hit 1 of 2 already here in the 4th quarter. She's got a one-on-one opportunity here to help her team to ice this victory.
Yeah, and you think she would especially need to make them. With Gonzalez out, their number 1 rebounder, just making it so they don't have to worry about the rebound.
So she makes the first, giving them still that 6-point lead. Second one for Flax is no good. And here's Cox.
Cox wasting no time getting up the floor here. She looks to shoot it, but
picked out of there by Strickler. Nice play by her, up and no good. She missed the layup, and here comes Braxton Cox the other way. Cox open for 3, lets it fly. No good.
And pretty quick jump ball there. I would have thought that they would have just given the rebound over to Flax, but jump ball is called, and it's going to stay here with the Huskies.
Austin Cox into Vesteca. Now back to Austin Cox. She'll fire another 3 ball. This one's no good. Rebound by 2 Northern Valley players. That's Mary Baird. She'll put it up and in.
We now have a 4-point game with only 1:25 left to go, and Northern Valley cannot let them just sit here and dribble this one out. As Flax takes the ball all the way up the court.
There's 4-on-5 situation. No. This ball over here to Strickler. Stolen out of there by.
She's going to get pushed, they say, by Tania Spear. It looks like she didn't have much
Tania
control.
Spear's going to pick up her 2nd foul.
Yeah. And Stephanie Whitney's going to come into the game here for Braxton Cox.
As a timeout here on the.
And Carly Flax. Those are not the 2 people that you really want at the line right now.
So Jenna, the junior, steps to the line here tonight. First one is up and no good. Controlled by Cox. Long pass is stolen by Strickler and fouled in there by Whitney.
And kind of a mistake there by the Huskies. Should have probably just pushed it up the court. But you can't blame them for seeing something down there and trying to make it happen quick.
Back to the line is Strickler. 1-1 opportunity. No, 2-shot foul. Excuse me, 2-shot foul
that was
here
the
for
Huskies'
Strickler.
10th foul. As they take someone out of the. And everyone thought it was 1-1 down there, too.
Good communication.
Yeah. And Jody Cox has got 2 Huskies out back, ready for an outlet pass here and going quick as they get the second shot.
Nice roll on that one.
Makes
Northern
it a
Valley's going
5-point
to push. Basteka inside to Baird. She's clobbered
Easily
inside,
done.
and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And good job by the Huskies not wasting time there and trying to make something happen quick, even though we'll see if Mary can make these 2 shots. I think that she's confident she can. She's the one that's going to the they always have that free throw competition at league, and I think Mary's the one that gets to go do that. So we'll see if that competition pays off and gets over here.
Well, I tell you what, Northern Valley could really use these 2 to go in here. This one's going to be just long for Mary.
The first one's just long there. See if she can get the second one to go. Like I said, good job by the Huskies not wasting time trying to make something happen.
Second one is good.
This one's
the deny game in here is Northern Valley. They get it to Strickler. Strickler loses it, and it's on the floor. Spears going to get to it first. She's going to have her legs taken out from her. Is that Flax?
Yeah, Flax is starting to pick up the fouls pretty fast now. If she only had 2, but I think that would be her.
That's going to be her 4th.
Yeah, she got the last one on Mary
And
Baird,
Spears
too.
going to go to the line. Here's another part of this equation. I think both coaches are out of timeouts. Spear knocks the front end of the 1-1 down.
I wasn't keeping track of that one, but that's interesting.
I think I looked up there on that last timeout, and I saw the scorekeeper go put up 2 fists, which is the universal sign for
no more.
Nobody's got any left. We'll find out. I could be wrong. Spear's second one is good.
2 for 2, and that was
2
huge
for
right
2,
there.
big and huge by Spears. Now it's a 2-point game. Strickler is going to be fouled there by Vesteka.
Not a bad play there. I think I would have probably rather Tania come up and try to trap her right there if she crossed half court. She didn't really have anywhere to go with the ball, but when it's so bang-bang like this, it's hard to make those decisions.
I see what Coach Cox is doing. She's putting him to the line and taking advantage of 3 players up here with only 1 back.
Yeah,
and trying to get a quick break here, I think.
I think she knows she kind of has the rebounding advantage now that Daisy Gonzalez is not in this game, and she's going to try to get a quick outlet pass and push the ball.
So Northern Valley down 2, now down 3 as Strickler knocks in that free throw.
If you're the Huskies, you don't need a 3-pointer right away.
But Cox will fire one anyway, and this one rattles out. Vesteka with the rebound, controlled it. Now way up high to Strickler.
You got to get on her right there.
Stolen by Spear as she goes to the rim. It's good. Tania Spear ties this one.
You got to go
no,
quick.
we're
down by 1.
Down one. As the foul goes against Cox, Strickler's going to go to the line. Tania Spear with a big steal out front.
And we've got
capitalizing on the layup. Cox picks up her first foul.
And they're going to send everyone else back ready on defense.
That's
Probably
a smart play there by Coach Albers. As this is what you want your star player doing, going to the line, hitting free throws. This one's going to be just long for Strickler.
And this Husky crowd over here is, and the
Come
Western
to life.
Plains crowd is both getting into it as they know it's a 1-point game with not very much time left in this one.
Second one is banked in here by Strickler.
It's Austin Cox takes the ball.
Cox to control with 10 to go. Swings it over to Whitney. Whitney open for 3. Long, but Mary Baird rebounds.
Oh,
shot was up.
Push.
Shot was up again, and we got a foul with 1.7 to go. Vesteka to the line.
And I am honestly surprised they didn't get it for the first push there.
I mean, they just swallowed it.
But they got the second one there. Shayla Vaseka's going to get a shoot 2 here with 1.7 left on the clock.
Basteka. First one is short.
And she could hit the second one here. And
No, she doesn't want to hit the second one. She's got to miss it. I don't know if she knows it or not, but she's got to miss it. And they got to get the offensive rebound right there. She's out. No. He didn't call it. He didn't call it. It was a lane violation.
Yeah, as they're watching the cylinder there. There's no time here. So you got to foul immediately. And this one slips through the hands of the Huskies.